Alright, this is a video that was based on a blog I put on my MySpace, and I post the link on this video like to the very right of it. But anyway, on the point, it's about Jim Carrey. Um, we all know his list of credentials, starting all the way from Living Color to from all the way to his last good movie, and I think the last good movie I can remember him doing was Me, Myself, and Irene, which I almost entirely forgot. I mean, his older films were much better. They were still the classics, and classics never die for me. But for a little while, for like maybe a few years, for a couple years or so, maybe 2 or 3 years, um, Carrie Carrie seemed to have went on like a hiatus from comedies and started pursuing some serious roles such as The Majestic and The Number 23. I saw both The Majestic and Number 23. Honestly, Majestic put me to sleep, and 23 wasn't that bad. It was okay. He played the role all right. Only he should have stuck with being in comedies, but here's the deal. He got back to doing some comedies or gotten some goofy roles such as The Grinch, um, Fun with Dick and Jane, and Yes Man. Now, Fun with Dick and Jane was okay. It was okay. It made me chuckle, but it's not still not as good as his other stuff. Grinch was pretty all right, but still can't top on any of his old stuff. But I didn't see Yes Man, but I've seen it before. It's basically Liar Liar, just critiqued a bit. Because instead of telling the truth instead of lying, he says he's obligated to say yes to everything and anything, even if it's something he is not looking forward to. But whatever. So I hate to admit it, but I think Jim Carrey's kind of lost his edge lately over the years, and I think um, not just that, I think he also lost his touch. But to make matters worse, The Mask had a crappy sequel where Stanley Ipkiss is not even in that movie. His son is in that movie, and he's taking over for him for some reason. And apparently, his son and his wife has this supernatural baby or whatever the fuck that thing is. It's stupid. It doesn't make sense. I'm not even gonna go into detail with it. But what else was there? Um, oh yes, they even did the same thing to Ace Ventura. Ace finally has a son now as well, and he's doing the exact same thing his father did, only it's a lot lamer, and it tries so hard to be funny, but it literally is a basket of farts and it falls on its face hard. And yeah, his the kid taking over for him is Josh Flitter, and I know most of you are thinking, who the fuck is Josh Flitter? And I thought that for a while myself. I didn't even know what the fuck his name was, but I'll give you at least maybe one thing he's did. Um, he's did voiceovers for the Air Buddies movies or Snow Buddies. Yeah, the Air Buddies movies, Snow Buddies, Space Buddies, all that nonsense. Basically, they're buddies, puppies, but whatever. So he does one of them. But Not that anyone cares, because, well, nobody's gonna really give a shit about the movie. I mean, some have said that the prequel to Dumb and Dumber was really shitty, and they said you know it's a sequel to Dumb and Dumber without Jim Carrey in it or Jeff Daniels, but no, it's not a sequel. It's a prequel, and I I can understand the reason for why Jeff and Jim are not in this movie because this is Lloyd and Harry are in high school in this movie, and this is when they first meet. So I get that much. So Dumb and Dumber doesn't bother me that much. It was tolerable. I laughed, but it didn't top Dumb and Dumber, not by a long shot. Not by what Jeff Daniels and Jim Carrey standards. Yeah, that's just about all I can say. I mean, I hate to admit it, but sadly, I think Jim Carrey's career is dead. There's nothing left for him to do, but I guess kind of call it quits and retire, which is really sad because he still isn't that old. I mean, he still could be doing a lot more things that has to do with comedy, but like I said, he's like what? I mean, he has really lost his touch and lost his edge lately. That nobody has given him any fresh ideas, or he hasn't come up with any fresh ideas to do something new with any of the movie he's been in. Because Yes Man is something old critiqued into something that looks new. So yeah, um, that's all I gotta say. Leave me some comments on what you think about this video, or feel free to leave some on my blog, on my MySpace. I'd really appreciate it, alright? And thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And rest in peace, Jim Carrey's career.